we're going to finish over on ITVX with another new drama series, which also arrived on Thursday, the 23rd of May. It's called Bay of Fires, and here's a clip.
I need you to listen to me. Two men are here to kill you.
What are you talking about?
We have to get you out right now.
We're going away for a while. A surprise holiday.
She has completely lost him.
Why is everyone staring at us?
This is a funny one because I don't quite know. I didn't think I was going to like it, but then the more I watched of it, the more I did like it. So it's got a sort of, a bit of Ozark and a bit of Schitt's Creek in it, because it's really dark and creepy, but also got sort of funny elements to it as well. And I find those two genres quite hard, as I've always say, to they kind of collide, but it sort of works here. It's set in Australia. And it stars the 12's Marta Dusseldorp. She plays the part of a very wealthy Melbourne CEO, and she's also a single mum. And it sort of jumps around to the wonderful life, and then suddenly she's wanted. I mean, it's pretty creepy. You'd imagine this would be quite a nice sort of backdrop. Unlike Mexico, this is not a particularly nice backdrop. It's sort of a bit gritty and a bit horrible kind of town. And she's in doing a supermarket shop, and she's shot at by these Chechen hitmen, which don't really look as you'd imagine hitmen to look like. And she has to flee. She has to get out and take this sort of new identity. And she's got her two children, Otis and Iris, there with her. And she's called Stella. She finds herself in this new home in Mystery Bay. I mean, it's an absolute. It's a dump, and the locals call it Misery Bay, and you can see exactly why. It's just absolutely grim. The house she's having to live in, just you wouldn't really want to leave anything there. It's really run down and horrible. And it's her sort of coming to terms with this new life of going from being sort of this really wealthy, affluent, having everything she wants, to suddenly just having, what she's got on her back, and that's the end of it. As the story goes on, I mean, I sometimes wonder where these ideas come from, because it just gets sort of more and more bizarre, because actually where she is much more dangerous than where she was running from. So, the children saying, why is everyone staring at us? And then she'd go and knock on a window and they just close the curtains. And it's just this Mystery Bay is it's really unwelcoming. Loads of ex-convicts there. It's like people have all been put there who, the kind of the misfits, I suppose, and the kind of people that society don't really want around them have been put into one place. And you see her kind of coming to terms with that and trying to work out what to do and her new life there. So I didn't think I'd like it, and I sort of liked it more than I did. I still found the whole premise, if I'm honest with you, a little bit odd. And I'm not, dare I say it, a massive fan of Schitt's Creek. I really struggle with that too. So the fact that this has got sort of that sort of element to it, I think probably didn't help. It's a bit different, and I think it probably will go down quite well. And I think it's I think it has, because it was I think I'm right in saying that it was on in Australia first. I think, was it?
I think you are right.
Yeah, I think I'm right on that. So it was a hit for them to then bring it over here. So, yeah, I don't know what you're thinking. I thought it was a funny one. It's not particularly obvious, and it is a little bit different, and therefore might work.
I didn't like it,
Okay.
although I am interested in Tasmania, Tassie, which is where they flee to, the island off Australia. So the whole setup, I think, it gets off to a very bad start, because, as you say, Chechen hitmen are trying to kill her. Why? We don't know. And they kind of chase her into her house. And then they seem to give up really easily and let her get away. And then this mysterious woman appears and says, you've got to leave now, just take your kids, go, we'll send you to this place, and there's no real explanation of who this person is. And she just takes it all in good faith. Oh, yeah, I'll just rather than go to the police or whatever, she says, oh yeah, okay, I'll just run away and do what you say. So I think that's not convincing at all. And then they turn up the quirkiness, that kind of particular Aussie quirkiness that we've seen in a lot of films and TV shows, to the max, to really overdo the kind of fish out of water, weird locals sort of thing. And she plays the sort of stressed out mum quite well. And obviously she's dragging the kids along. So the son, who's the older one, is the more sort of rebellious, and he's very unhappy. But there was the younger kid is a bit more wide-eyed. So, yeah, I didn't buy into it from the off. It's a very odd mix of supposedly like high-stakes thriller and comedy. It's just tonally, mate, it's all over the show. So, yeah, not for me. But... yeah, why not? Try an episode and see what you think. But certainly, yeah, I didn't buy into it.